Malaysia, what are you doing? What is going on? Why are you treating these refugees so poorly, especially the Rohingya? I understand that Malaysia had lots of problems before refugees even came there. But please remember that the refugees in Malaysia are slightly different than the refugees that come to other countries. Let me explain. Hello everyone, it's ASEAN Anthony, and in this video, Malaysia is fed up with refugees. Now first I want to say, Myanmar needs to thank Malaysia and Myanmar needs to thank the Malaysian people. There has been about 200,000 Myanmar refugees that come to Malaysia, and those are just refugees, not the regular immigrants. And out of these 200,000 refugees, most of them are Muslim, and Malaysia is obviously a Muslim country, which is fantastic. Malaysia and the Malaysian people have created lots of jobs and opportunity for the people of Myanmar, including the Rohingya. So what's the problem? Well, here's the first problem. Malaysia actually does not legally recognize refugees, and neither does Myanmar actually. So a lot of these Rohingya that come to Malaysia are not protected under Malaysian law. The second problem, most, if not all, of the Rohingya that come to Myanmar or come to Malaysia cannot go back home. Either their homes don't exist or they are not safe to go back home. Remember why they left. Would you feel safe to go back to Myanmar in 2026 if you're Rohingya? No, I do not think so. And thirdly, and this is the big one, the discrimination and unfair treatment that the Rohingya experience in Malaysia is unacceptable. Unfair arrests, immigration raids, physical abuse, children and pregnant women being detained indefinitely with no access to courts, lawyers, or legal review, public harassment, social media bullying, wage theft, unsafe work conditions, and there are even reports of people having their children denied education and health care. Not okay, Malaysia. It's not okay. Now, recently, the government of Malaysia has tried to tackle this issue. They have started a new system, and it's called the Refugee Registration System, or the DPP, which stands for Document I don't know how to pronounce it. I have it written down here. Is Document Pendafaran Palarium, okay? And this is just going to create a database. It's going to collect biometrics from these Malaysian people, from these Rohingya people. It will also collect family information. And it's just going to, in general, track their whereabouts. But the problem is, there is no legal status included. There's no pathway to citizenship, and there's no offer of refugee status in this new system. So basically, they're just going to be tracking these people around, and since they know where they're at, they're going to be far easier to exploit. And let me give you a bit of comparison to that. In America, America actually took in more refugees from Myanmar than Malaysia did. All of them either have citizenship or were given a pathway to citizenship. Thailand has taken millions. I'm not exaggerating, millions. Not Rohingya, but they have taken millions. They've taken millions of refugees from Myanmar. And although it's not perfect in Thailand, at least Thailand recognizes them as refugees and gives them asylum status. Okay? It's not perfect, but it's something. What Malaysia is doing is absolutely unacceptable. But I understand why the Malaysians feel this way. Malaysia does not owe Myanmar anything, and the amount of refugees that's coming from Myanmar has put a strain on the public services in Malaysia. That is true. And since Malaysia doesn't owe Myanmar anything, there's no reason why they have to accept even one refugee. And just because they accepted 200,000 refugees, it doesn't mean they're going to accept 200,000 more refugees. And if they give these 200,000 people refugee status, it might encourage more refugees to come to Malaysia. And the Malaysian people don't want that. But I say all that to say this. The reason why the Rohingya are different than other refugee groups coming from other countries is The Rohingya are stateless people. You cannot send them back. There is no back. There is nowhere else to go. They don't have passports from Myanmar. They will not be recognized by the government of Myanmar. They are your ASEAN brothers and sisters, and they are your brothers in Islam. Treat them that way.